Howdy ho, what up YouTube? Yeah, so today, I know it's Sunday, but I know I said on Sundays I was gonna be trying to do my Resident Evil reviews, but not happening because this weekend I got trapped into come out of here, the Borderlands 2 vortex. I played way too much of this game this weekend. Um, Yeah, so I ended up beating it. I'm on True Hunt Vault Hunter mode. Da 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 da. Anyway, I'm gonna do a quick little review, thoughts and feelings about the game, and then I got something I gotta let off my chest about it though. I do, and this is sort of something that applies to all games in general. But we're going to get to that anyway. Um, so first thing about Borderlands 2, we will start with graphics. Okay, graphically, I like the visual art style. I mean, I don't think everything needs to look like super hyper real or be lifelike or whatever. I think it's a good art style, works for it. And you can tell sort of like how by skinning things the way they did, they sort of cut down on the resources, so it helps in performance over the first Borderlands. There's some performance issues when you have like split screen going on, and sometimes like if somebody pauses or goes in the menu, there'll be a bit of slowdown. So a bit of an issue with that, but we're about to get all into the slowdowns and all the problems with the game at the end here. But I think it looks real good. Gameplay. There's nothing to say. It's 10 out of 10. If you like shooters, it has all the other outside of the lean. I mean, you have sprints, you have melee, you have crouching. I mean, you can't go full prone. Shooting feels great. I mean, that aspect of it, the shooting in general is just awesome. My one gripe about it is, well, it's not really a gripe. It's just something that's a little different. A lot of guns, SMGs in particular, and some pistols, like, and this is outside of fire rate. Maybe some of you guys that use your brains and think, I'm talking about projectile speed. They have something akin more to like a plasma rifle in Doom, where you can actually watch the bullets travel because they're going so slowly. But I can't really complain too much about that. It works and it don't at the same time. I mean, there's no way to run into all the guns, so I'm sure there are some machine guns that don't do that, but just a little thing I noticed, it kind of like when you're trying to shoot like buzzards out of the sky, it's pretty annoying. But it's just like me not being complacent with my guns and stuff like that. It will make you want to play because you'll be like, oh my god, this gun is sweet, but I wish there was a better version of it. So we're gonna grind and farm and loot, which brings me to the RPG aspect. It's sort of like a Diablo light, but not too light. Stats wise, you can augment your stats like gun damage, melee damage, all that through badass ranks. And that's sort of like the game's own little achievement system. So it's a kind of a cool way to do that. Your XP obviously gives you levels, which give you skill points, and you go down through your skill trees. So I mean, there's plenty enough to customize. Unlike Diablo, you can do visual customizations to your character. Well, I'm not sure about 3. I don't know if that's present in 3, but I didn't give 3 a try. Where there was no PvP and you always had to be online. But we're gonna get to that kind of stuff here in a minute. I have a little rant. Yes, I can't wait to get to this rant. I want to get to this review real quick. Multiplayer capabilities are pretty awesome. The one thing I wish they would add maybe in the next one would be that, say you had 2 teams of 4, like, maybe if someone didn't want to have like, all 4 of the characters, like, Berserker and Siren, Commando, and Assassin, maybe like 2 assassins, and mix and match. But anyway, take a team of 4 say level 50 or however they're looted or whatever, and since you can trade, and all that stuff, um, maybe two teams play each other for like loot or something, like two teams of four, like have an arena, like a PvP type deal. Like that would be pretty awesome. I know you can do duels, I mean, and that's pretty cool, but it'd be interesting to see how that team dynamic plays out with the RPG elements, and I think that'd probably be something extra that people could sort of waste time with. And I'm sure they will. I mean, economy, the way the economy works in this game in particular, and the way the looting works, it seems like it's sort of an in-between phase, and maybe it's something that they're tweaking a bit, because I can see maybe something like an auction house or something for loot being put into the mix. But yeah, we'll see how it works. Overall, and I like the story too. The story is kind of like what the world would be like without government, and it has a lot to do with corporatism and all that. It's pretty. I like the story. I'd say I'm pretty much up there with the general consensus reviews. The game itself, I'll give it a 10. I will give it a 10. I mean, I can't really complain about the game itself, but there's certain things outside of the game, and outside of the gameplay aspect of it and the experience, there are things outside of that I'm not digging at all. Not digging at all. Alright, we already talked about the slowdowns. There are some glitches. I've heard some crazy sound glitches. I've had some missions mess up. It's a pretty expansive game. You can imagine it'd probably be pretty hard to bug test, especially things, because I played through most of it in split screen, so yeah, you can imagine it probably gets pretty nutty on the coding end of things. I'm not too familiar with coding. I'm more of a art guy myself, so I don't know what all that I know that when it comes time for me to handle my thugdas, I'll have to worry about resources and all that, but the way things are looking now, by the time I get into the business, we'll be looking at a completely and totally different way of handling assets. Probably a new next generation coming out. Anyway, back on track. I have been trying to have this guy join my game because he has the DLC, and I don't think that's why, but every time I try to join his game, I can't, even if he's not in an area that is DLC. And when he tries to join my game, my entire fucking console freezes. I don't... Come on, this is basic compatibility playtesting? I mean, come on, people, like, for real. Oh my god. I don't know how they let that one slip through the door. But I guess we're gonna get to my whole point and why I want to rant about this so bad, because all of this is not because of the game. The game, as I just said, I feel is awesome. I would say it's a 10. I probably won't get rid of it. But all of the DLCs and the release schedules and the patches and the this and the that, all that bullshit, instead of completing games before they come out, before they go out, all of that is what's ruining games today. Because as you see, me and my friend cannot enjoy a simple online game together because he has some DLC that I don't, and he can't even enjoy the part of the game that he does own because of some convoluted marketing scheme that, not even, I mean, you can't really fault the developers. It's all that shit's handled through the publishers. they come up with whatever. They're like, we want this, this, and this to, you know, be able to sell after the game, or, you know, what kind of DLC can you do for us, and you know, see how can we get $100 for this game. So, you know, come up with something, guys, and come get back to us. Yeah, it's fucking horse shit. I'm at a loss on this one. Please help me, please. Yeah, that was my experience though. With Borderlands, love the game, hate all the extra shit. I mean, I'll probably end up buying the DLC anyway, but I always hate buying DLC because you just hate to support that kind of shit. But whatever. Anyway, I'm about to sign off, everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe below. Tell me what you thought of the video. What are your thoughts on the game? Same, similar issues. Hit me up. This is Cam Chaddick, signing off.